On the couch, we are joined with Lizzie Materi, the restoration ecologist at the city's open space program, and Jess Chandler, Green Tacoma Partnership Manager at Pierce Conservation District, here to talk to us about Green Tacoma Day, rooted in community. What is Green Tacoma Day, and when is it taking place?
Well, thank you so much for having us. Green Tacoma Day is this really wonderful event where literally hundreds of folks come together to volunteer to care for green spaces in neighborhoods, parks, urban natural areas all across the city. And it's really a day of celebrating community and pitching in to make Tacoma a little greener for everyone. It's coming up on Saturday, October 11th. Most of the events are from 9 a.m. to noon. And this year we have 13 different event locations across the city where folks can participate.
Fantastic, and people can find those online and then decide, where they want to, volunteer for that day?
Yeah, all the information's at greentacomaday.org. There's a story map so you can look at the different locations, who's hosting each of the events, and what kind of activities you can expect to participate in.
That's so great. I appreciate that. And Jess, would you talk to us a little bit about what is the Green Tacoma Partnership?
Well, the Green Tacoma Partnership is a collaboration between different government agencies, nonprofits, community groups, and schools that have come together to really engage local citizens around restoring and stewardship and is just enjoying our green spaces throughout Tacoma. We have 11 different orgs that are participating this year in Green Tacoma Day, and they're all a part of the partnership.
Fantastic. And are you still accepting more partners?
Yeah, always. The more the merrier.
Fantastic. And again, speaking of, partnerships, it's also about participants, in Green Tacoma Day. What can folks expect, when they are participating? Is it a lot of tree planting? Is it other types of work or engagement? Can I put my 15-year-old to work?
Yes, all 15-year-olds welcome.
Yeah,
so it's going to be mostly planting of trees and shrubs. We'll be doing some mulching of new plantings, some weeding, of course, and maybe some pruning. And really just out together in our urban natural areas, enjoying the space. We're just going to get dirty and have a great time.
Yeah, well, I think my 15-year-old will love that. That's perfect. And Lizzie, can you highlight just, some of this year's events?
Yeah, so one site that I really want to highlight is the Tacoma Tree Foundation and the city are co-hosting their Green Blocks event. And they do this every year, and they focus in on one particular neighborhood, and they get upwards of 200 trees out in a day. So it's a really big local impact. And this year they're focusing on the South End neighborhood, and they need lots of volunteers to help get those trees in the ground.
Yeah, 200 trees in one day, you said?
Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but the bulk of the work happens at Green Tacoma Day, so they need all the support that they can get, and it's a really fun event. I've participated before, and it's a really great time.
I love it. So good. And what about activities for folks who maybe, are not so into, planting or, restoration work? Are there other ways that people can be engaged and continue to support?
Yeah, we have a couple of different options for folks this year. There's a litter pickup hosted by the University of Washington Tacoma downtown. The Clover Park Technical College is actually hosting a watershed festival. There's going to be family-friendly activities, educational opportunities, and resources for community members, so that should be a really good time. Pierce County Parks is hosting 2 events that are in the same area. One of them is a free tree giveaway, so folks can come grab a tree for free and take it home to plant in their yard. And they're also hosting a restoration work party that has a nature walk at the beginning. So folks are welcome to come just for the nature walk and participate in that, and then go grab a tree and head home if they aren't interested in the restoration.
I love it. So many different ways for people to engage and participate and support the work. So that's amazing. So again, I'm going to plan on being there. I'm going to plan on bringing, my son. What do I need to plan, to bring to participate? Do I need? You have some amazing boots on. Probably not a place to wear your heels, gloves. You said, come ready to, get a little dirty. Like, what can people expect when they show up?
Well, I will say that no experience is necessary. All are welcome. A big thing to note is that site hosts will have everything you need. They will explain how to do the projects and give you some training. All the tools will be provided, gloves will be provided. And essentially, just make sure that you're cognizant of the weather, dress appropriately, because we're going to be out there rain or shine. So consider wearing long pants and sturdy shoes and layers, I would say.
always layers. This is
Yeah.
the Pacific Northwest. No bad, no bad weather, just bad clothes, right? So that's a good note. And I know, Lizzie, you talked a little bit about it, earlier. Where can folks, find out more information, sign up, get that list of things to expect?
Yeah, everything, including details about all of the different locations, what you can do at each one, who's hosting them, what you need to bring. All of that's at greentacomadaday.org, and that's also where you're going to find the sign up link to register as a volunteer. So you can check out all the locations. If you want to do something in your neighborhood, you can see what sites are nearby to you, and all of that stuff there is there for you to make sure you're all set to go.
And might be also fun just to explore a new neighborhood,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You can pick up a tree to take home to your neighborhood, and then maybe volunteer in another neighborhood as well. Explore a little bit more of the city.
Yeah, and there's some really special locations, wetlands. There's a site that's a little green oasis down in the Port of Tacoma. There's different parks people can participate in. So we've got a little bit of something for everyone.
We're so fortunate to have so many amazing green spaces in the city, and thank you both for everything that you're doing to protect and preserve them, and make them even just a little bit better for not just people in our community today, but in the years to come. So grateful for your partnership and your work. And thank you so much for being here, Lizzie and Jess. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And David, you are also part of planting and restoring things, and you're excited to show us more about garlic and how we can bring that into our homes. October being the perfect month for garlic. How many cloves of garlic do you recommend to ward off vampires?
Well, that's a good question. I'd say at least 5.
5. All right, you heard it here, folks. 5 cloves of garlic to ward off vampires. We'll be back with more important information with Cityline next.